So there's three things that I hope that you'll remember from this live stream. First is that we're talking about hours and not months. This is a complete IDP that a team will be able to receive with literally a click. And you get to define what that click does. Second is that it's your code and that there's zero lock-in. The way that we've architected Construct is fundamentally different than all of our competition. Our competition's trying to get you to use their products. They're trying to hook you into their API and keep you forever, keep a black box and a high wall between you and the technology that's doing the platform building work. And we are the opposite. The first thing that we do is give you a GitOps repository and place your infrastructure as code and platform tools and templates in there so that you have full control of 100% of everything that the platform does. So the third thing that I want you to take away is that you're going to get enterprise power on day one. And Construct is complex enough to accommodate the needs of the enterprise. But we've architected it in a way where we can offload a lot of that burden by hosting a control plane ourselves. And then you get to just use Construct as a team if you're small enough that you just have one team. But with this isolation that we get to host in our hosted control plane, or that you get to self-host in whatever cloud or bare metal environment you want, you're going to get isolation layers of the control plane being separated from your team's infrastructure. You're going to have cloud account isolation, management tier separation, workload clusters, GitOps repository boundaries, Argo CD project scoping with good RBAC so that developers can only do what you intend for developers to be able to do. And we even have vclusters that run in our host workload clusters so that if you need to be able to allow your dev teams to distribute cluster-wide resources, they're free to do that without impacting anyone else. It's a very good multi-tenant ecosystem. The way that the system's architected, that control plane up top is the one that we have some optionality as to whether or not you want us to host it. We host our control plane in the Civo cloud. Or if you want full control of everything, you get to self-host the control plane in whatever cloud or bare metal environment you want to consider your home base. Once you have that control plane, every team that you add to Construct gets their own management cluster and workload cluster. And the management cluster is a fully isolated self-service management ecosystem that's responsible for the provisioning of the workload clusters, responsible for the delivery of the applications that go to those clusters, and responsible for the builds and delivery of all the applications that you need shipped to these clusters. So on day one, every team management cluster comes pre-integrated with a lot of these really impactful platform engineering tools. We have great ways to provision clusters. We have great ways to deliver apps. And we extend to you the ability to define your clusters however you want. So if you see some tools in our list that aren't exactly the tools that you would be using, that is perfect. That's okay. That's exactly how we designed the system to be. You're able to flip out our templates with your templates and replace our tools with your tools, but you still get to take advantage of our upstream for all the components that you don't want to have your own opinions for. Most platforms in the space are pretty monolithic. We're talking one portal, one namespace, one set of configs, and everyone has to share all of it. And Construct is here to flip that script. We distribute complete isolated platforms to each team with the right security boundaries for your platform engineering team to keep each downstream business unit isolated. So for us in our hosted control plane, we get to treat you as our downstream business units. If you're a small enough team and you just have one set of applications that you want to deliver to one set of Kubernetes clusters, hop into our hosted control plane, create your first management cluster, create some workload clusters, start shipping apps. You couldn't have an easier experience.